Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you a card trick. It doesn't really have a name, but if you do it right, you can make a few dollars off of it. I went up to like 4 friends. I said I'm going to show you a card trick and I'm going to bet you and you're going to lose. I'm going to bet you $1 or $2 and you're going to lose. And they all said, well, I know it's a card trick. I know I'm going to lose, so I'm not going to bet. They all ended up betting and losing. Okay. So I'll show you the trick, then I'll teach you how to do it. Alright? You give the deck to them. You say, go ahead and shuffle it up. Make sure it's a normal deck. Look through the deck. You can say, shuffle it up. Look through the deck. Make sure it's a normal deck. Make sure there's nothing weird about it. Because this is a normal deck. You don't need any kind of trick cards or anything for this. Alright? Alright, then they give it back to you and say, alright, now I'm going to shuffle it and make sure it's really all shuffled up. Alright. Alright, then you say, alright, I want you to do exactly what I tell you. Cut once to the right. Cut the cards once to the right. And they'll go, okay. Memorize the top card there. So you tell them to memorize it. Queen of Diamonds. And then you say, put it on the top of the other pile. Now complete the cut. So they'll take that and put it right on top of that card. Alright, the card that they memorized. They're just putting it right on top. And then I say, alright, I've been watching a bunch of detective shows lately, and I've gotten good at feeling what has recently been touched. So I'm going to go through the cards and try to feel the card with the oil from your finger on it. Alright, and I'll try to get your card, alright? So now I go through the deck. I got it. The next card that I turn over is going to be your card. And this is where you bet. You say, and they're thinking that, no way, because, here, I'll just move this up a little bit. And then I say the next card I turn over is going to be their card, alright? And then they bet on it because they know for a fact it's not going to be theirs. Then I say, okay. Right? I believe this was the card. Thank you very much. It's the next card that I turned over, and this is where I claim my money. Alright. Now I'll show you how to do it. This card uses a concept called the key card concept, alright? There's one key card that you have to remember, and that's the key to the entire trick. So, you honestly give the deck to them and tell them to shuffle it and examine it and make sure it's not a trick deck or anything like that. And they'll take it and give it up a shuffle. And then you take the deck back and you shuffle it. Say, okay, gonna make sure it's all shuffled up. And then as you're squaring off the deck, not obviously, do not make this obviously, note what the bottom card is. In this case, good, it's the Ace of Spades. So I know what this card is. That's what I need to remember, and they have no idea that I just remembered what the bottom card was. Place the deck down in front of them and say, I want you to do exactly what I tell you. Cut the deck once to the right. So they'll say, okay. Alright. Then I say, memorize the top card there, which is the card with the ace, the side with the ace on it. They memorize the top card on that pile, which in this case is the Jack of Clubs. I don't need to know that. Only they know that. And then you say, put it on the top of the other pile. So then they'll put it there, and then finish the cut. Ace of Spades goes right on top of the Jack of Clubs. It's like the most obvious trick. The first trick you ever learn, except it's more complicated and you make money off of it. Alright. And then you say, you can go ahead and cut the deck a few times just to make sure it's shuffled in there. So they'll take the deck and you go like that. Alright. So then you say the detective speech. I've been watching detective shows and I'm getting good at feeling which cards have recently been touched. I'm going to feel for the grease on your fingers. So you go through the deck. The only card that you're looking for right now is the Ace of Spades, which is right there. There's the Ace of Spades, which means you know that the next card you flip over will be their card. There it is. And then you keep going, a few cards. And then you go, whoa, I feel it. The next card I turn over is going to be your card. And they're so confident. They're like, oh, you messed up. My card's right there. So they'll bet you $1 or $2, and then you go like that, and oh, so sad they're schooled. And it'll amaze your friends. They'll say, how did you know that? And I guess the best part is you can make $1 or $2 off of it from your friends or family or whoever you show it to. Okay, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.